You're listening to Hit the News, Not the Snooze, here on KCR College Radio. I'm your host, Talia Raoufpur, and I'm so excited to announce that I'm being joined by Rick Cabin, an alumni member of SDSU and founder of Optimist, Pessimist Records, whose compilation album titled The Hope will be released in January, with its proceeds being donated to Planned Parenthood. Rick, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, thank you for having me again.
First question. What genre of music can we expect from your upcoming compilation album?
Okay, so on this compilation, I decided to go with like a no restriction on topics, genre. It could be covers, live songs, etc. I wanted to include as many different musical genres and tastes onto this one, so that anyone could donate or get involved, or it could be promoted by several different places. So as of right now, I have rappers like I did last time. I have horror punk bands, hardcore bands, a few acoustics artists. So
very cool. Tell me about the conception of the album. What inspired you to create another album, and why Planned Parenthood?
I have been wanting to do, like I said the last time, I'm kind of trying to use Optimist, Pessimist Records as a way to make a change with my place in the music community. While Trump was a candidate, not a president-elect, I had read that he was planning to stop funding Planned Parenthood, and I feel like Planned Parenthood is a very important thing for people to have. The resources and education and the ability to get affordable contraceptives and things like that, very important to me. It should be very important to everyone. And now that he is president-elect, I decided that day that I found out that he got elected, that I was definitely going to go forward with it being an album for Planned Parenthood.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious, with certain artists that will be featured on the album, many of whom are male, are they very supportive of where the proceeds will be donated to?
Yeah, the way that I've been promoting it and asking people for music has been through social media, or I'll post it on groups, say, hey, I'm promoting, or I'm organizing a compilation album for Planned Parenthood. Are you interested in doing this? Or I'll ask individual musicians, and everyone so far has been very supportive. They've been very excited to be a part of it. I haven't come across any musician so far that has said no due to what it's for. Mm-hmm. So far it's like, oh, well, I don't have any music for it right now, or whatever. It has nothing to do with the where the proceeds are going. They're all pretty stoked on that, actually.
Mm-hmm. Does music have a responsibility to educate its listeners and promote social change or awareness?
I think yes, to a certain extent. Obviously, the music that I write really has nothing to do with society or trying to help society. It's more of, things that I enjoy or feel. But when you're in a position where you can get your voice heard, I would say it is important to do that, just through what you're promoting, if that makes sense. So like with this, what I say all the time is, be the change that you want to see. So, I want people to be doing more charity albums. I want people to be doing more progressive things, and have more progressive outlooks and have positive attitudes and things like that. Mm-hmm. So I have to do that in order to hopefully influence other people to do that. Mm-hmm. And that's the music scene, the art scene, college life, etc. It's not just music, it's everywhere.
I think it makes the music, I think listeners are able to connect so much more to it, knowing that there is a reason for the music being produced. It's not just, oh, I need to make money, or this is my job, I need to make another single. It's more, I really want to help people, mm-hmm. and I really want people to connect to it. How is this album different from your Edge for Autism album that came out, I think in September, was it?
Yeah. As of right now, The main difference is that Edge for Autism was exclusive to straight edge community members. I mean, that's still a major part of my life, but I didn't want to kind of pigeonhole myself into promoting music for that community, just because I feel like a lot of people were hesitant to support because it was part of the edge community for, in my opinion, ignorant reasons. There's a lot of negative views towards the edge community, and I mean, I totally get it. I've met some douchebag edge kids, but 9 out of 10 people that I meet that are straight edge are like the coolest people trying to help promote good things. So I just didn't want to get stuck in that where non-edge community members felt like they couldn't support because it was edge. So with this, since all of the bands are kind of more random, whoever wanted to submitted or will be submitting. I think it's more open to edge community, non-horror edge or horror punk community, this. There's nothing restricted on who's gonna, donate.
Mm-hmm. I was about to write another question. What goal is to be expected from the release of this album, and goals for future charity albums? Is this more of a monetary goal or more of just getting the message across?
Both, actually. So monetary goal is 300, like the last one was. Edge for Autism was lucky in that it raised $400, maybe a little bit over. This one, I hope to get 300, and then if we can go more than that, that'd be awesome. But as for just goals in general that have nothing to do with money, I would like to kind of more better establish Optimist Pessimist Records as an entity. As of right now, I have help from Justin Pearson, who is kind of in my opinion, like a legend in San Diego punk scene. He was in The Locust, he's in Retox, he's in Head Wound City, and he submitted one of his project's tracks to it, and he owns a company called 31G, like they're a record company in San Diego as well. I have support from a horror punk musician that I'm a huge fan of called Shadow Windhawk and the Morticians. I have tracks from Ghoultown, Sugar Virus, just a bunch of like really, at least in my opinion, good underground bands, a lot of local bands, Atris, my own band, Jason Voorhees, etc. So I'm hoping to put, notable artists on the same compilation as, underground artists in hopes of gaining more, what's the word? Like have people know more about us me as a company, I guess. A little bit more established. Yeah. And again, just to get everyone involved. Like I would love big bands, little bands to be involved in this, just to try and get it out there. Like the biggest thing about it is obviously the cause. I would like to get, if I can get $1,000 on it and donate all of that to Planned Parenthood, that'd be awesome. I don't expect it, but if it could happen, it'd be great,
And for those, you mentioned the sort of straight edge lifestyle. For those unfamiliar with it, would you mind describing it?
Oh yeah, straight edge is, not drinking, not doing drugs, no smoking. Most people would also say no promiscuous sex. That's also a thing in there. For me personally, you don't have to be edge. If you are, you're not. You can still be awesome. For me, it's just an important way for me to, as I said before, for Edge for Autism, it's helped me establish a voice in the world, like kind of help identify myself.
And kind of find your way, sort of, and give you a more, I guess, controlled lifestyle.
Yeah.
To put it in the most positive way. And for those who are interested in purchasing the album when it does come out in January, where can they purchase it, and where can they learn more about your band and your albums?
Okay. Yesterday I actually started a Optimist Pessimist Instagram.
Awesome.
So at Optimist Pessimist Records, the compilations are available on optimistpessimist.bandcamp.com. And if interested in submitting, or if you just want to help out, because it is just me as of right now. There is no one. There's a few people helping promote because they're in the bands that are involved in it, but it's pretty much just me. If you would like to help out or help promote or help me, call places to get them involved as well, optimistpessimistrecords@gmail.com. Yeah, everything's available through there.
Have you reached out to Planned Parenthood?
I'm going to.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just I wanted to get more solidified in who's involved and how many bands I have, but as of right now I have a good 22, maybe 25 bands involved. So I'd like to do that as soon as possible. I just kind of need the time, away from work and etc. Yeah, I'm really excited. That's why I called this one the Hope Compilation. I want everyone to know that no matter what happens, within the next 4 years, 8 years, 16 years, whatever, people are there to help.
And through hope we can inspire change.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, I've been speaking with Rick Cabin, an alumni member of SDSU and founder of Pessimist Records, whose compilation album titled The Hope will be released in January, with proceeds being donated to Planned Parenthood. Rick, thank you so much.
Thank you.